Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Roblox Sports Car Association INCA Cup here at Mosport in the great country of Canada. We're here to continue off where we start from Sebring with more shenanigans, bullshittery, and hopefully not too many crashes. Classes to look at, couple drivers to look out for today include Klesker, a surprise out of nowhere, coming second and third in round 1 of the INCA Cup as we're off here for qualifying. We're going to go initially on board with watching Klesker as we come down through turn 3 in the Chaos Alley. Why the hell was I just hearing my own audio for a second? Anyways. As we're going through the double apex, our best time in qualifying was our best time in practice, sorry, was a 1 minute 4 second 0.7. Looking to beat that
underscore Aaron left.
Qualifying today. It's going to be 15 minutes of horridly invalid laps today, but we don't care. That's what RSCA is all about at this point. Just trying to manage your invalid laps.
Scorch 878 left.
As we round through ups. Anyways, we're going to watch this one lap here with... And never mind, it's lagging way too much to do that. I was going to say let's go through a lap with Klez, but it is lagging way too much today for that. Anyways, we're back to the lag show of qualifying as the first valid lap starting to come onto the board from drivers like Chase, Opelin, and Klesker with a 104.983 as our current provisional pole. I'm gonna go switch over to Chase as he rounds on the back. Nope, not the back straight. Down into turn 7. Not turn 7, 5. I have not memorized this track well enough to be calling out corner numbers this early. Anyways. Since it seems Chase is not really having any lag issues, unlike Klez, we're going to be following him for a lap around Mosport today. As soon as we hit the start-finish line, that is. Because we're still waiting on that. It's been a minute since I've done this, as you can probably tell, but oh well, we ball anyways. As we head down into turn 1, it's light on the brakes. A long sweep right up the hill, down into turn 2. Bit unsettling of the car, but it gets through anyways. It's very light lifting, if not braking. And then down into 3, another long right. This track, as you can tell, is very flowy. Down into the trickiest yet funnest part, turn 5. It's a double right apex after a slight hook left. Really fun to do, really annoying to get right. And as we go down the long back straight with a couple of kinks, long, still waiting. A lot of time at full throttle, going to be a big fuel saving zone as we're up into 6 and then right into 7 and finishing off with a final through turn 8. A bunch of quick 90-degree corners there, but that's your lap. simple in appearance, annoying as hell to get right as we got a car going a bit wide there through turn 1. That's a lap with Chase Oblin. We're still sitting at a 104.983 for pole, followed by a 105.130 by Royal. I really need to make it so this actually pops up on the side standing board eventually, so I stop having to hit X to see, but oh wow. Well, as Chase is getting a little airborne there for a sec, but still everything's all right. Oh. So we got a bit of a spin here again from the number 90. But still trucking right on. Oh well. Quite hard to get. Yep. Now let's take a quick look at the board with oh. As we're 6 minutes to go in qualifying now. Royal now up to the top with a 104.614. Chase right behind still with a 104.983. And then Unlucky new face at 105.021. Haven't really seen him this far up. Behind that, we saw Klez unable to improve on his 105.051 so far. Let's, and for those of you, and we've got Aobuki improving up to 105, 169 from I don't even know where. Royal Purple final sector, but invalid first. So not really any improvement. It was a 105, 1 invalid anyways. So not much to do. Of the invalid laps, I'm not seeing much room for improvement here, but as we've got 5 minutes on the clock now, it is still almost anyone's game, though a couple people probably there's a lot of people who probably won't be competing for it. I've got someone saying Erland can get pole. Just to note, Erland's the guy we're currently watching who just went wide in final. So I'm a bit of a long shot, but anything can happen here in INCA. We've got a bet. I'm getting bets here, 2 Robux for Royal keeping pole position. That's probably a pretty safe bet. I'd assume he's keeping his Robux myself, but I'm not putting money down on this today. And we've got a dead car in turn 5. Someone's dead in final turn in turn 5 right now. And Tasher is up to 25 cc's right now. Officials probably aren't too happy that they're having to deal with this, but you know, who on the board can we take a look at? Cla's good, AO's good, race car. You know, we've got a big gap though between P7 and P8 right now. Jump from 105.4 to a 105. It was just a 106.4, but now it's up to a 105.9. Gaps shrunk in size, but there's still a clear skill difference between the top 7 and everybody else. It's just some people are in different skill. Yeah. As we've got AO who went, I'm guessing AFK, considering their sector 1 is a 2-minute 29, and then a 1-minute 34 sector 2. So I can only assume they kind of just went AFK on track for a couple minutes there. Either way, as we round the final turn with IX, it is not going to be an improvement. Sitting at a 107.8 for them currently. Quite a lot less numbers here today, with only 16 people on track today, as compared to I don't even know. As compared to there was 16 in the AM class alone last time around. So quite a lot less, but to be fair, that last time was the Sebring race weekend. So a lot more people are going to show themselves when it's the biggest sports car race on Roblox. Either way, as qualifying continues, we've got a couple improvements, notably from Race Car Man up to 105.074 up into 5th place, jumping AO to put themselves into a much better spot to fight for that. I believe I can't remember. I believe they're fighting for AM class. No, they're fighting for Pro Am. So that puts them right to the front of Pro Am minus Unlucky. Unless they bumped up Unlucky. Never mind. Unlucky is Pro Am as well. I really need to make that side leaderboard work so we can see properly what class people are during qualifying. Either way, cameras are working pretty well today, so we're actually properly able. As we are 20 seconds to finish, most drivers are either on their final lap or just about to start it. I'm going to say other than very few like AO and Scorch, everybody has already completed their lap as we're 10 seconds to finish. We're going to hop with Chase for his final lap as he's got 22.026 in Sector 1. But I believe he's just gone off. Oh, and Chase has spun it. That's going to be it for qualifying for Chase, leaving him locked in at second as Royal sits in first. Valid for Klez, but not an improvement. Still at that 105.051. Hasn't been able to break that 1 minute 5 barrier that he did in practice. And same case for Race Car Man. He has not improved even with the valid lap. We've still got a few more on valid lap, including Scorch and Phillip. Let's hop over with Scorch as he comes down the back stretch. It's a 24.6 in Sector 2. Not better, but still a pretty good time. Rounding it through 7. Up in 8, and does he go wide on exit? I think he did. It is not enough to improve. It is actually enough to improve. Scorch jumps up to 7th with a 105.181. Actually, he didn't jump anybody. And Tasher has been disqualified for intentionally ceasing during qualifying. He's out of qualifying. He's starting from the back of the grid, dropping from 9th to 16th, putting everybody above him, including Sin, AOX, Vit, and Physical Darkness, and 3 more, up another spot on the grid. Not fun for Tasher, but he's gone. And IX also getting disqualified, dropping him down a grand total of 1 place. Let's see if any more penalties will be issued for disqualification. Royal is right on the assumed boundary for corner cut disqualification, so it's unknown at this point whether or not he will be dropped to the back of the grid. Unlucky, disqualified as well for intentionally corner cutting. That's 3 dropped to the back of the grid, and a big drop for Unlucky. He qualified 3rd, but now he's starting right at the back alongside IX and Tasher. As the wall goes down and qualifying is over, 3 people drop to the back of the grid. Royal on pole today, followed by Chase. Unlucky was going to be the Pro-Am pole, but no more, as he's been disqualified for intentionally corner cutting. That honor instead is going to go to Race Car Man. As to who holds AM pole, I could not tell you right now, as I don't have everybody's class memorized. We'll see momentarily as we line up on the grid here. But for now, we're going to break. We'll see you for race 1. Welcome back, everybody, and we're here for your quick grid walk to tell you who the hell's starting where. We have on pole overall Royal, followed by Chase Oblin, who is in Pro-Am apparently. I thought he'd be in Pro, but oh well. Unless they're just using someone else's car. Either way, Chase Oblin on pole for Pro-Am, followed by Klez, who, despite his car color, is in Pro, followed by Race Car Man down in Pro-Am, who won't get in his car for some reason, followed by, I don't even know, followed by AO, then someone who doesn't want to get in their goddamn car, the number 019, then the 26 of Philip Lord, followed by Since. Actually, AO is your pole for AM. And then after that, we've got Storch, I think, in the 019. He doesn't want to get in. Okay, it is him. Then we got Philip Lord in the 26, Since in the 066, AOX in the 50, Physical Darkness in the 08, in the 184, Lara in the 90, Erland Faith in the 60, and then we've got our 3 disqualified from qualifying drivers right at the back. Unlucky, Tasher, and IX all disqualified for intentionally corner cutting during qualifying. Sending them right to the back. And Unlucky he qualified 3rd before the disqualification, so that is a big setback for him. He was challenging, he was right up there hoping to grab the AM class win, but he is going to struggle to grab that now that he's at the back of the grid. As call for ready is set out, we're going to now start the formation lap for round 2, race 1 of the Roblox Sports Car Association INCA Cup. Oh, and there's a dead car on the back stretch. Officials will probably take care of that by the time we come back around. As the pack's coming up to turn 6 through 8, pack's starting to bunch back up, and as the pack is bunching up, Erland getting a bit jumpy, shooting right up and having to drop back. Royal coming through the final few turns as the pace car, as the safety car is in. Royal to lead us off here for race 1, followed by Chase, waiting for that green flag. Rounds the final turn to the line. And is he gunning it? Time started. And we're green here at Mosport for race 1. Royal leading us off into turn 1, followed by Chase, and the lag is extreme as you can see. As we're down into the double, Royal still leading us, but Chase closing in for the overall bumper to bumper as we're under the back stretch. Yes, at lap 0 now. Royal still up in the lead. Don't do it with the admin toggle though, otherwise it'll reset everything, including corner cut. Royal still leading us, but Chase still right behind. Chase wants that overall, even though it gains him nothing. Still best to gain that gap, though, as that's the end of lap 1 here. As we come across the line, Royal still leading us. Oh, you don't. I don't think you need to. It's all. Yeah, we're missing. Oh, except for the one dude in Pretoria. Whoever's driving the Pretoria car, I check on him. Either way, Royal starting to pull a gap to Chase, and we've got a dead car in the double and a dead car on the back stretch. That's now 2 cars completely out of competition here. So we are now down to 14 cars racing here today, because 2 people decided to be baby boo-boo bitches and give up this early. Oh, never mind. One of them disconnected. The other just gave up, I guess. Either way, Royal leading us off now, gaining a sizable gap of 1.5 seconds from Chase. Let's check in on Chase in his battle. Oh, Chase has fallen way back. He must have had something happen. Chase in the 03 MSGP has fallen back to 7th overall, 4th in class. The 97 of, I don't know who, I believe Klez is in that car. Yeah, let's see if I can find him on here. He ain't. Oh, Royal going slow. Royal crashed, dropping down. Don't mind the board bug. That's gonna need to be reset real quick, because car left from qualifying. Yeah, because that car went out, so board needs resetting. Oh, wait a sec. Why? Oh, and Royal's way wide again. Either way, as Klez is now. Oh. Anyways, as Klez is now leading us with a second gap to the 848 of Seabreeze Racing, the Pro class is giving us a big disappointment today with only 2 cars showing, and both of them not exactly at their top form today. It's almost definitely going to be a Pro class win for Royal, but the overall today could very easily go to one of the Pro-Ams, namely Klez in the 97 Astralis GP. Though Klez is actually a pro driver, just in a Pro-Am car for some reason. I'm guessing his team owner probably forgot to update his livery or something. Yeah, so the 039 is a Pro-Am and the number 97 is a Pro, unlike what their markings suggest. Either way, as we've got Klez leading us off in pro and overall. And Mystical Spirit being a bit too lenient with managing his CCs at 12 now. He's going to have to really ring it in for this final 10 minutes if he doesn't want a penalty. So, if you know RSCA, you know a count like that this early in means you're getting a penalty. There's Royal making a pass for 6th overall on the 03 MSGP. There's Royals 6 seconds down in 6th place. Won't be surprised if at this rate he's from the 6. Because we've got Unlucky and Scorch here, wheel to wheel, coming through, I believe, the final 3 turns. Unlucky pulling ahead slightly on Scorch. Ninth overall, but 4th in class. Tight battle for points here. How about you don't? As we've got talks of potential team orders for a certain team. I have a feeling that team's drivers do not want to be hearing that call come over the radio. Well, one of them does, but one of them doesn't. As we've got Physical Darkness falling back 3 wide between Physical Darkness, Sin, and AOX. Darkness pulling ahead. AOX and Sin still side by side as we head into the final 3 chicane. Who's it going to be? It's AOX, I believe, slightly ahead. So we come across the line. Sin pulling up, but he's wide, so AOX is going to get the run. AOX does have the run as he leads us into... As he leads ahead of Sin onto the next lap in the INCA Amazon car. We've got a good fight going on here between the 066 and the 184. As we've got talks. So, they've got apparently talks of a battle for a 2nd overall between the 848 and 82. Let's see if we can check in on that. Not those guys. Not them. Here, we found it. Mystical and Scorch both looking a bit precarious on their CCs. Zero and Royal right on the edge of their CC Delta. A lot of people really pushing their limits here today early on, hoping to gain position. But that means those like AOX and Zero with lower CC counts are... Apparently the 066 has hit the wall in the hairpin. Who would that be? Sync has hit the wall, and he's fallen way back. He's out of the fight he was once in, giving the 011 another position. Yeah, Klez is running away. Going to be his first overall victory. He's not running away. He's not running away just as much as Mia used to, but he is still running away with it regardless at the front. As we're roughly 4 to go now, with Klez still leading us off in a dominant fashion, looking set for his first win in INCA Cup this season. We're going to have to check the archives, so it's going to be his first overall win of the season with this one, definitely. As last race in Sebring, Royal and Silva both stole the pro wins. Yeah, but we swapped. He'll swap to pro after the race, where he got third and second. It is a tight battle here for second overall, and particularly between the 039 Blue Force GP and the 848 Seabreeze, as both of them are in Pro-Am fighting for that class win. The 82 Blackline Racing is holding their own in AM today. They're looking locked in for that. But it's still in the up in the air who's going to win Pro-Am. Between the number 039 Blue Force GP driven by Unlucky or the 848 Seabreeze Racing. Yeah, Klez still up at the front, still proving, just like Mia used to, that you don't need to CC to fucking win. I probably should have said that, but oh well. Yeah, you don't need to CC to win is what Klez is showing us today. Leading by 2 seconds with only one corner cut the entire race so far as we're 14 minutes in. The next lowest is a race car man with 9. And Scorch has become the first person to hit the CC limit at 15. I believe it's Scorch. I don't remember what number, but he's going to be getting a post race. We're just waiting for officials to make the call here. But it's going to be a post race for him almost definitely at this point. As Zero, Mystical, and White Flag is out now. Sync, Zero, and Mystical are all one away. All of them got to keep it within the lines if they don't want to lose their precarious places here today. As all of them are involved in fights here right now. As Scorch has said to hell with it and is up to 16 now because he knows he's getting a penalty already. And there's the official announcement. Scorch, the 019 post-race penalty for hitting the CC limit. As Unlucky is now leading the pack for second overall and first in Pro-Am. White Flag is out. We're going to switch over to Klez as he rounds the final turns. Up through final. It's a good exit. And it's a win for Kles with one corner cut here at Mosport INCA Cup Race 1. Following him is the 82 as the 039 fell back out of nowhere in those final turns, taking second and first in AM. First in AM for the number 82 Blackline Racing, and first in Pro-Am for the 039 Blue Force GP, keeping the 848 Seabreeze Racing at bay till the end. Following that, we have the 010, the 010 Pro Division Racing, driven by Royal, taking second in class and fifth overall. A disappointing performance for him after having a large spin, but he's still in it for round 2, putting himself in a better position than his main rival today, the 97 Astralis GP, who will be starting 10th after the grid flip. Following that, we have the 019 Blue Force GP, the 03 MSGP, the 011 Pro Division Racing, who clawed their way back up. The 5th, and boards are starting to change as people are hopping out of their cars. I hope to God the officials got their screenshot already. Otherwise, they're gonna have to go back digging in the stream to figure out who finished where. Either way, somehow Pretoria has finished 3 laps down. I'll go pull the official results off the stream in a second. And as we go to intermission after that round of chaos. And we're back for race 2. Our grid here is going to be quick. Our grid for this race 2 is starting from first. We've got AOX, then Mystical, Tasher, Chase, Scorch, Royal, Racecar Man, Unlucky, AO, Klaz. Didn't need to wait for that to clear. After Klaz, then we've got Sin, IX, and Earl Faith tying off the grid. The 26 apparently has no driver, so it's just going to be ripped off the grid once we get going. And my mouse is disconnected. God damn it. There we go. Now my mouse is back and we can get back to watching. We've been live for an hour, but oh well. We just got one race to go here, and then we're done with INCA for the day. It's fun, but it's more fun tomorrow. We've had 30 minutes of session so far, but we've been live for an hour. Do the math yourself to see how long we've wasted. Either way, this time around, let's hope people actually properly handle their CCs. As the lag spikes right before we start, so I don't even know when we're going green is. We're finally on last turn. I have no idea when we're going green because the lag is so bad, but oh well. We're probably greener out now, and there we go. Turn 1, led by AOX. Not by AOX. God damn. Oh Lord, I don't even know what happened there. AOX leading us off here though. As Tasher making a miraculous climb. Same with Mystical holding his own for now. But as the pro drivers encroach, they won't last for long as the 26 is dead again. I have a feeling that's going to be it for the 26, counted as DNS because they couldn't even cross the line once. Back stretches where they're at, just laying there lifeless. Not a purr from the engine, not a squeak out of the brakes. As Chase is passing for the lead, it is still hard to tell with this amount of lag, but nope, and Chase and ALX going side by side, and it's gone. Chase now into the overall lead. As the lag ensues, our second overall initially now, as of qualifying, now leads us finally. It is still hard to tell anything. Yeah, Chase. I'm gonna swap to him for now. Chase finally woke up as he's now being hunted by Royal as he looks to claw back for a victory today to set things even with Klez after that disappointing finish during race 1. As apparently for the Bahrain 8 hour, we've got yellow goddamn flags. Of course. Wouldn't be whack without some bullshito. Either way, Chase still leading us. Royal trying to close that gap. It should be under a second by now. Yeah, let's swap over to Royal's view as he tries to catch on up. Both Royal and Chase have had a bit of a issue in the skill department today, but yeah, Mystical already up to 8 corner cuts. Bit better than last time, but not good enough to be in Delta. It's better, but then again, the bar last time was not good enough to save him from a penalty, so. Ooh, so bad. Either way, it's still the low bar as the next closest is at 5, so Mystical, you should not be burning this many CCs, my boy. Either way, as Royal tries to hunt down, let's see if we can find a pack as we click around to actually, let's check on Klez in the 97. Got a pack right in front of him. He's got to push through that to pass the 011. Yeah, that lead really helped. That initial lead can really help you. There's Klez now fighting with Race Car Man and Tasher for that for second in class. And some digging, some placement. Tasher isn't. Oh, Tasher might not actually be pro. I'm looking. I'm not even seeing him on here. He did not race last time. Tasher, if he is currently pro, he will not be for much longer. I can tell you that. Okay, yeah, so apparently Tasher's unranked, so it is literally just Klez versus Royal for the fight for pro, and Klez is losing that fight right now. Klez still has a lot of ground to make up. He was the slower driver in qualifying, but he was the more consistent one in the race. So it could go either way. If Royal keeps it together, he's going to get that class win. But Royal already had those multiple fuck-ups last race. So, multiple mistakes last race. So it can go either way here depending on how things end up. Right now, that 03 MSGP is still leading by a second and a half. That pole gain is so powerful. Yes. The 97 of Klez is out past his first pack, but he's got another pack to catch and pass before he can take a shot at his target. Yeah, and Unlucky is slow. That's another place for Klez as he catches back up. He's got AO and Scorch ahead. Oh, tasks are getting a bit loose in the background, but keeping it out of the wall. Klez ahead of Race Car Man, up into 5th overall. Now only 3 seconds away as he's closing and looking for his target. Meanwhile, let's swap over to Royal, see how he's doing. He's in emptiness right now as he tries to catch up to the 03 MSGP, but in the 97, Klez is catching up faster. And we've got Klez still trying to gain, but he's lost a bit last lap. He's lost a big chunk. Yeah, I saw. I'll give it a proper investigation after the race. You'll probably know. Oh, and AOX catching a 5-second post-race penalty for an infringement at the start. Oh shit! Klez is out of his car and out of contention. Oh, that is a big upset there. That is surely it for his hopes at winning twice in a row. "20 seconds down from 5. That is not good for Klez. But because there's only one other pro car driving today, he'll still be second. So it'll be even points gain between him, and it'll be even points for both him and Royal, extending their lead at the front. And Mystical catches a post-race himself for hitting the CC limit. And Royal down to the millisecond, a second behind the 03 MSGP. I wonder if the FIA would give him DRS if we were in F1. It is not the first time we've seen that on the timing system, but it is funny every time. 0.1 thousand seconds off. Always fun to see that show up. Yeah, let's take a look at the man with the most CCs. 10 above anybody else for a bit. Yeah, I have a feeling he really does not care anymore how many he gets. I think he's just trying out new paths for the racetrack to maybe take in the future. That might be what he's doing at this point. We've got 30 seconds on the board. Chase in a Pro-Am car with 1 second to Royal behind, almost exactly. 20 seconds on the clock. 3 corners and half a straight to go. It is looking clean and sound for him, as Royal is on 14cc, so he's going to be backing off. Zero's on 14, so he's going to be backing off. It is almost locked in here. Sync is on 14, so he has to back off now. Chase taking it wide on exit. He doesn't cross the limit. He takes the win for race 2 of the Roblox Sports Car Association INCA Cup, as Royal comes home to take the Pro Class win in second overall. There's a tie down to the millisecond for 5th overall. That is a new sight for me. Still, that is a sight to behold. 10.748 off the lead exactly. A tie, 5th overall, but they're in different classes, so they still both get the points they were looking for with that. And after 2 races, your overall winners are Chase Oberlin and Klesker. Royal won at an overall win today. He did not find it. He's going to be having a look for that tomorrow in the ISCC Saitama race. Either way, it's been one hell of a day for racing in the Roblox Sports Car Association INCA Cup. That's all we have for now. Thank you for showing up, ladies and gentlemen. For one final time, I'm your host, Landon, and we'll see you tomorrow for the ISCC Saitama race. Bye-bye.